Guys, Rolls903 here, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make a custom config and show you the competitive settings in CSGO. So yeah, let's do this real quick. So you want to be good at the game and you suck. Well, first of all, whenever you start your game, just open the console, and if you don't have the console turned on, what you can do is you go over here to settings, game settings, and then you can go right here, enable developer console, hit the little drop down menu on the right and hit yes, and then go back to wherever you are. Just open that, type in FPS_max 0. That will uncap your FPS. Now for the competitive settings, go to video settings, make sure your color mode is set to computer monitor, and if you're not playing on a monitor, I'm sorry, you should not play. So computer monitor, make sure your brightness is at 110, aspect ratio 4:3, resolution 1280 by 960. That will make it so that it'll look like a little box on your screen, basically. And I'll actually take you to the NVIDIA settings in a second, so I can show you how to get it to actually scale to your display. So 1280 by 960, full screen. My game reset all my settings. Okay, so shadow quality, leave that at high, texture detail at high, effect detail, put that at low, shader detail, put that on low, multi-core rendering, enable that, leave or turn off anti-aliasing, turn off FXAA anti-aliasing, leave anisotropic 16x, disable vertical sync, and disable motion blur, and then hit apply. There we go. So those are competitive settings. Now if you want to figure out how to, let me real quick figure this one out. So alright, so to actually get your game to scale to your display, just right click on your desktop, go to NVIDIA control panel, wait for it to load, go to change resolution, pick your display, whichever you're using. These are the displays I have, but this is the one I'm using as my main, so pick your main display, select your Jesus, I look so white because of this whatever this is, but the screen is white, so it's making me look super white. Oh, there we go. Alright, so make sure you pick your display's resolution, make sure the refresh rate is as high as it's allowing you to put it, and after that go to, I believe it is, if you have a G-Sync monitor, go to setup G-Sync and make sure that it's enabled. Now for you to make it so it scales to your display, you go to, I believe it is adjust desktop size and position right above setup G-Sync, or if you don't have a G-Sync monitor, it'll just say set up multiple displays, and then adjust desktop size and position will be above multiple displays. So pick your monitor and go to scaling, so this right here, make sure it's hit full screen, and then perform scaling on display, and then hit override the scaling mode set by games and programs, and check that and make sure that's what it's at. And then when you're done, you should get a little thing down here that says apply, and after you apply, make sure it works. If your screen goes black, just wait 15 seconds and you're not going to be able to do that. But just hit apply. It should work. I've never heard of it not working. Go to Counter-Strike again after that, and then your game should look stretched. 1 second. Turn off display capture and turn on game capture. There we go. So once I'm here, what you're going to want to do is go to Play CSGO, go to this drop down menu, hit Workshop Maps, visit Workshop. 1 sec. It's not going to show you what I'm looking at just because I have the Steam thing turned off, but when you go to visit Workshop, in the little search bar on the right, it should say search for Counter-Strike Global Offensive or something. Just go there and type in config generator and look for this icon right here. And once you have this subscribed, hit go. And once you're spawned in, you should be in here. So let me just actually, I'm just gonna go to the normal config real quick. Let's just go default config. Configs. If I go to configs and go to my custom, load default. Okay, so you should spawn with this as your default config. But what you should do is go over to Crosshair, pick the style you want, which it's either going to be this one, which I don't recommend, this one, that one, this one, which is just the static nothing, and then you can have this one, but it's dynamic, so it only moves when you fire, which I usually use this one because it just works better. After you choose what one you want, you're gonna pick your size. I recommend making it pretty small. Make it the smallest it'll go. So let me pick this. It can be a little bit bigger if you want, obviously. It doesn't have to be the smallest. I just like mine small. Gap minimum, and I'm just gonna close the gap even more. Make it purple. I'm gonna go without a dot. Alpha, max, outline, max, I already did that. All right. So once you made your crosshair, you have your crosshair. Now I am going to show you how to do the view model. You can pick your gun side, left or right. I usually use the left side just because I like it like that. The offset X will make it closer and further away from the middle of your screen, and I make it as far away from the middle of the screen as I can usually. Offset Y will make your gun like further and closer to your character, which I usually do max on offset Y. Offset Z, I believe, yeah, it makes your gun go up and down, which I usually make mine go to the lowest. It'll go FOV, make sure that's max, and then put gun movement at minimum. So there you go. That's view model, and then your HUD, your heads-up display. Pick your color that you want it to be. Which I'm gonna go with purple because purple's amazing. Scale, max, horizontal. No, we're not gonna mess with that. Transparency. You can either make it as transparent as you want or not transparent. I usually don't make it transparent, just because I don't know why. I just like it like that. And then I recommend changing your HP ammo style to this simple thing right here. This simple version. And then colored gun icons, you can either turn that on or off. So when you pick up a gun and someone has like let's say someone has a dragon lore, when you pick it up, the gun on the right side of your screen will be glowing yellow. But if you turn that off, it won't be glowing yellow. So, what else? You can change your radar size, which I'd make that max. Zoom, minimum. Actually, I wouldn't zoom in the least amount. There, that's about good. Icon size, I'm gonna leave that. Rotate on, centered on. I'd just turn music off, and there you go. So honestly, audio, I would just hit apply, net graph, apply, FPS boost, apply, and then you'd have to restart your game. Hopefully you guys liked this video. Yeah, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. So yeah.